Well, today is about color, and we are at the New Al's seasonal store on Barber Boulevard with Mark Biggie. And Mark, what a great place here.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome. One of the first people in.
Well, great. And we have so many things to talk about. Let's just get started right about now and start about bringing color to our yards at this time of year.
Yeah, it's a great time. Spring is just coming to life all over the place, and so it's great to get out in the garden. And what we set up is a few things that are blooming right now outside. So,
you know, I can smell that Daphne all the way over here, and it is just still pretty.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is a good old standby. It's a shade-loving evergreen, unbelievably fragrant. It's one of the things that you smell that, you know, spring is right around the corner.
And I like it paired right with a little azalea they have there,
Yep.
and then hellebore.
Yeah, the hellebore, this is a great perennial. Blooms for a long time. These started blooming about the 1st of January or so, and they'll go for another month. So it's an evergreen perennial, actually, so you always have the foliage, but the blooms are just amazing, especially for this time of year.
Oh, pretty. And then you have a clematis here, and that's nice because we need some vertical color in our yards.
Right, and this is a real early bloomer. This is the evergreen. This is one of the only clematis that are evergreen. And so if you have an arbor or something that you want to hide an area for all season, this works great, but the blooms are absolutely fragrant this time of year. Wonderful.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
And what else do you have over there?
Well, we have some columbine. I've been told they're the harbinger of spring.
It's almost spring,
yeah,
right?
First thing to come up for the perennials in the springtime. So it always reminds you spring's right around the corner. But a great shade-loving perennial. Excellent, a lot of different colors for this time of year.
Beautiful. And then some ground covers that you have.
Right, we have Veronica, and we have Candy Tuft, and then Abretia, which is great. This is a new one that we're growing this year, bright purple colors. Of course, we like purple, so that's always kind of nice. But, you know, these are just spectacular for ground covers, low growing areas that you need some bright color for the spring.
Yeah, and you know what I like about those kind of plants too is you kind of trim them back after they bloom, and the foliage is really nice, and a little bit of bloom sometimes the rest of the year.
Yeah, so it's not just a spring show. It can be all summer.
Nice, nice. And then we really get into the showstoppers, some of the spring annuals.
Yeah, we get into the annuals, and there's some that we have set in here that are great for outside and can take the frost. Like we have the ranunculus.
Beautiful.
This is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the blooms on those open up. There's so many petals.
So
They're just
pretty.
so spectacular. And then, of course, there's violas and pansies. Those are good old standbys. You know, perform absolutely wonderful this time of year. Can take the frost, no problem whatsoever.
So if we have a covered deck, maybe some of these would go better on a covered deck?
Right, exactly. And so we've set out, like we have a whole background of cineraria
look at
here.
that.
They like the cooler temperatures, but they can't take a direct frost. So these are great for under covered porch or something where they won't get hit by the frost. Same with this is actually a primrose. It doesn't look like your typical primrose, but that's an Ibconica primrose. And that can be used inside as a houseplant on your windowsill or outside under protected cover someplace. So.
Well, I think that you've covered just a little bit of what you have here at the new store, and just to kind of spruce up our front decks or our front porches, our yards, and kind of get going into the springtime.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, and we invite everyone to come out to the New Al's. It's right on Barber Boulevard, and come out and see their great little store here. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Judy.